Hello, my name is Kimberly, and I always loved to watch TV as a kid, which has some of my favorite shows, including Curious George and Arthur. Whenever Curious George was not airing, Arthur begins to air instead. So I was sitting there one day, and then there was an episode of Arthur called The Death of Buster. And I thought, the death of Buster? So when the episode came on, the title had no title at all. I mean, there was a title, but there was no music at all. There was no intro, just a title card that said The Death of Buster. There was no music at this point either. So I figured it was kind of weird. So I kept on watching, and then it faded into Arthur's room. And he was laying in bed, covered up in his sleep. Then it faded out, and then it faded to Buster's room, which he was laying in bed, awake, looking unusually sad. Like someone is about to hang him or herself expression on his face. So when Arthur woke up, he called Buster to see if he wants to go down to the cafe with him. He said, "Yeah, I'll be there in a second." So Arthur, waiting for Buster to arrive at the cafe, something made it seem right about Arthur there for a second. His eyes lost their regular eyes and replaced with red dots. Actually, no. It was just my eye playing tricks on me again. And that when things start to seem off. We see Buster arrive at the cafe a few minutes later. And then that's when stuff starts to get weird. Buster, having the expression on his face that he did before, he said, "Hey Arthur, I was wondering if I got a question to ask you." Arthur said, "What's the question you want to ask me?" Then he took a big sigh and he said, "Will you ever try to kill yourself or kill someone in your family?" Arthur said, "No. Why would I ever want to do that?" He said, It was just a random question. So they goes to begin to study, and the next day Buster did not come to school. Arthur texted him, and then he got a reply back from Buster's mom. She said Buster is dead, and he won't be able to see him anymore. Buster dead? That sucks, because Buster was my favorite character out of the whole entire show. This has to be a sick joke, right? Sadly, it was not a joke. It was completely real. Me being an idiot, I kept on watching because, well, once again, it was my favorite show of the whole entire show list of PBS kids shows, and Arthur was definitely number one. So Arthur started to cry, and then he was crying so hard that his skin turned gray and kind of purple, and his eyes lost their pupils and becomes nothing more than a black space with red dots for pupils. The next scene showed Buster hanging on a noose, and I did not know what to think of it. When the police came to investigate, they saw a book that tells how to summon a noose to kill yourself. That's kind of creepy. The police didn't find anything else in their search except for a book on how to summon a noose and how to kill your friends. Was Buster planning this the whole entire time? Not even. So with Buster dead, Arthur then went to his room and he got an AK-47, and he said, "This one is for Buster." So he killed Buster's mom and dad, and killed his whole family, and killed his own family. And then after he ran out of bullets, he said, "Buster, you're in heaven now, and I want to be there with you." So what Arthur did is that after he got his last words out, he took a pistol from his back pocket and shot himself in the head. And the dog that was in Arthur was not even there. Then one of the bullies came to the scene, and what they did was so gruesome that I had to stop the tape and had to, try not to get hit. What the bully did is that it took Buster's ears, ripped them apart, and revealed a skull. Not a bunny skull, but a absolutely real human skull. And then after the bully done that, they ripped Buster's body up and blood was spluttered everywhere. And it was just gross. I had to turn away for a second and try not to get sick. And then it faded to black with a black background and text. It says, "Arthur is dead. Buster is dead." This is gonna end mysterious, and this is gonna be the serious and the sentimentality of Arthur. This is gonna be the plan of the series and the show. Just remember, one day you will 100% regret picking up this disc and watching it. I figured this is not even on a disc, and I don't think it should be on a disc. And then it stays back for about a good 5 seconds, and then an image of dead Buster comes up. I scream so loud, and then I turn off my TV. And that would be the last day I watched Arthur. A few days later, I emailed PBS headquarters and told them about the Buster episode. And he replied back with, "To whom it may concern, from PBS headquarters. Dear Kimberly, we are so sorry that you have experienced this episode of Arthur, and I'd say PBS Kids and PBS headquarters had nothing to do with this episode. This was supposed to be a fan-made episode of Arthur, but it took it a little bit too far, and we are sorry that you had to witness the unaired episode. I just hope you know that this was not even that this was a mistake of the error. So I'm sorry I have to go through this, and we'll try not to make anything like that ever again." So after that, I went to the mailbox, and then there was a message in there. It was folded up and said, "One day you will regret watching this episode on this." That is when I have to move far away to a different place and live there the rest of my natural life. But I hope you guys enjoyed that little cartoon creepypasta. It was pretty creepy in my opinion. I hope you guys enjoyed that episode. If you guys have, let me know in the comments below. Also, let me know what else you guys want to see in my next video. And I have a little bit of an update. This will not be like a normal update because this is for YouTube purposes only. I'm giving you a chance to call me Dakota. That's right. I'm giving you a chance to call me Dakota instead of King or Anime or whatever. You can call me Dakota for, if you want. I mean, if you still want to stick with King or Mr. Anime or whatever, just let me know in the comments below, and also send me your own stories, because I'll be willing to do that for you guys. So thank you guys for watching. Please hit that like button. We are close to 100. And thank you for 98 subscribers, by the way. We are only 2 away from 100. So, thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. This is Dakota, aka King Anime, and peace out.